Well, I mean, all of us were completely shocked by the last-minute decision of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's administration to suspend relations with the Saudi Arab Democratic Republic. And the questions that have been asked, I mean, the most frequently asked question is why the rush? Because the decision was taken only 2 hours before he exited office. Why the rush? Why the need to commit the incoming administration, to such a policy? Why couldn't he wait, for the incoming president to make his own decisions about relations with the Saudi Arab Democratic Republic? Did he want to present the incoming president with a fait accompli? And if so, why did he ever think that the new president could not reverse such an unpopular and unwise decision? You understand? I've been watching the international media, and it is clear that many Pan-Africanist forces around the world, first of all, are stunned by the decision and are increasingly getting angered by that decision. Indeed, if you go to Nigeria, the labor movement in Nigeria is beginning to wake up to the fact that Ghana has betrayed the Pan-Africanist movement and so on. And they've been issuing statements, writing articles and so on within the labor movement in Nigeria. Now, it is clear that progressive forces in Kenya have also joined the fray. And I've just read, a statement which is issued by Mkumbozi Library in Kenya, and is signed by a guy called Nicholas Mwangi, really worried about this development, In Ghana, the concerns were raised first by the socialist movement of Ghana, to which I belong, and since then, other forces in Ghana are beginning to raise questions about the decision to suspend relations with the Saudi Arab Democratic Republic, And one of those is a gentleman who used to work for the West Africa Media Foundation, who spoke extensively on why that decision is completely backward and not in the interest of the African people, and why that is a betrayal of the principle of self-determination which Ghana has upheld since Kwame Nkrumah's days and throughout, all the governments that have taken power in Ghana. Now, I have taken the trouble to speak to many, many leaders of the National Democratic Congress, had conversations with them, raised the issue with them. I've had the opportunity also of raising it with core members of the incoming administration. And so far, I haven't encountered one person who thinks that the decision was right. Okay. My worry is the long delay in coming to a decision. Because as we delay, the image of Ghana continues to sink. People are not seeing it as an act by the Akufo-Addo administration. They see it as an act by Ghana. And our image continues to sink in the international progressive forums, all over the world. People cannot understand why we took that decision. So I would urge the Mahama administration, and I do know President Mahama fairly well. I know that he understands these international issues very well. I understand that he's not reactionary, he's progressive. I have worked with him on several solidarity campaigns and so on, and I think that he understands these issues clearly. Indeed, I would be very, very surprised, extremely surprised, if the President Mahama I know does not reverse this decision. I would be so very surprised, because it would not be the Mahama I know, to stick with this decision. And if it is not the Mahama I know and there's a new Mahama, that would be most disappointing, not just for me, but for all the progressive forces in Ghana. So one expects that this decision will be reversed as quickly as possible. And we are all anxiously waiting, for the decision of the new government as regards to relations with Western Sahara. Now, it's important also to understand that the Saudi Arab Democratic Republic is actually recognized by the AU. Okay? Quite apart from everything else, it's recognized by the AU. Now, if you look at the AU Charter, it was signed by the Saudi Arab Democratic Republic, which makes it a founding member of the AU. Now, it is interesting that Morocco signed that document after the Saudi Arab Democratic Republic had signed. And in that action, Morocco itself recognized the Saudi Arab Democratic Republic. You understand? And I am deeply worried about this very reactionary and absolutely nonsensical decision, you know, to suspend relations with the Saudi Arab Democratic Republic. And the excuse given is clearly untenable. The excuse given is that, oh, we are suspending relations with the Saudi Arab Democratic Republic so that the discussions and negotiations, you know, about the plight of the Saudi people can proceed. What is that? What does that mean? What will those discussions lead to? So, I want to believe that the Mahama administration will quickly, very fast, reverse this most unpopular decision and restore full diplomatic relations with the Saudi Arab Democratic Republic.